Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194 and appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And we're here at Hungaroring, and I had a long time supporter, Stu, asked if I had any updated setups for the Porsche here. I think he didn't say, I don't think he said anyway, but I think he said he had a league race or something. So I just, it's not as difficult as starting from scratch because obviously I got a lot of stuff to go off of. So I just kind of put some of my, the latest stuff that I'm trying into it, and see how it reacts and tune it to that, and then go to Motec and tune it. Just update everything. Pretty much just have to go through everything and just tweak this, tweak that. A lot of fine tuning, but nothing. Like when you're like the Aston Martin, when you're starting from scratch, it really takes. That really takes a long, good amount of time and effort really to go through it over and over because don't have anything to go off of. We're just gonna make a quick lap here and then go over the setup. This thing's solid, man. This thing, wow. I mean, I kind of I feel like I'm talking about like it was from at Coda. Probably some of the best that I've run around here in the Porsche. It's really feels good, and the thing I like is I tested it with not a full tank, but I tested it with like 82 liters, lots, decent amount of race fuel, and then this lap here, you can see I'm already down to 27. I started with 41, so again, especially with the Porsche, exclamation point. I definitely want to try it because obviously with the fuel in the front, see, as you can see the nozzle there, all the fuel's in the front of this Porsche, so it makes a dramatic difference when it starts less fuel in it. So that's why I definitely wanted to go like half, go down to like 41 liters and start from there and see, because you almost got to tune it to the ragged edge when you have your starting off fuel, almost to the ragged edge, and because it's going to get less and less as you go. It's going to, you can cut it down some, but it's going to have a little bit less. You can do little things to kind of still not be as drastic, but you're still going to have a little bit, lose a little bit of rotation there, since the fuel's coming off of the front end and the front's going to come up. So that's why I definitely want to check it both ways, but I'm really happy with it. So like I said, let's go make a lap. And of course I want to test some of the brake biases. Now you see I just ran a 144.59. So like I said, it's not like it's the first lap or second lap or I mean, I've already gone from 41 down to 26, so goes through there really good. Just rails through there. No problem over that. Again, cut those curves as much as you can. Almost get right up on top of them is actually the best. Now this fast right up here, just kind of coast through here, then get on the gas. Don't try not to get on it too early unless you're really sure it's going to go. But, again, make sure you kind of coast and then get on it. That was my fast lap. And that was a 144.55. So I ran a 44.59, and then I just ran a 44.55. So again, I think that's really good. and it was, getting quicker, not getting quicker, but it was holding its time all the time. Just trying to see how far you could push it, how hard you could push it. Brake bias wise, we'll talk about that. So let's go ahead and get to the setup. 25 left front, 25.2 left rear, 26.1 right front, and 26 right rear. The toe's negative 0.2, with the camber at negative 3.8 on the left front and negative 3.6 on the right front. Caster's 9. Toe on the rear is positive 0.15, with the camber at negative 3.2 on the left rear and negative 3 on the right rear. Electronics are 3, 3, and 3. Fuel, I had 82 liters. Like I said, I do like I'm simulating a pit stop, so that way the ride height changes. Otherwise, if you just do it here, like I've showed in other videos, then it just starts off at the same ride height. So I always do it, which I'll show just everybody that hasn't seen that before. Wear was really, really great. I mean, yeah, light graining, but no big deal. But I mean, the wear here is perfect. Wear here is dead on to 8.9 to 8.8. I mean, that's perfect. So really happy with that. Mechanical got 4 on the anti-roll bar. Brake bias is 50 with a steering ratio at 13. I have decided like 12 or 13, but anyway, I'll keep it at 13. You can go all the way down. Matter of fact, this is really a starting point. I mean, right after the tires get heat in them, I'd go down to 49, and I actually went down to 48. That's about the limit. 48, you're okay. You just got to be kind of careful. But you can, a lot of these corners, you can just lightly drag the brake if you're wanting it to maybe come in. Maybe you're running a teeny wide. You just want to just barely touch the brake, and a car will come in. That way you're not really slowing it down hardly at all. The springs on the front are 127,000 with a bump stop rate of 500 and a bump stop range of 5. And on the rear, the springs are 193,000 with a bump stop rate of 700 and a bump stop range of 15. Anti-roll bar is 4 and the preload on the diff is 70. Shocks are on the front are 9843 and on the rear they're 8452. And again, this is all tuned in with Motec. I'm not going to show it this time, but trust me, this has all been tuned multiple times. So, Aero 53 on the front, 74 in the rear with a 5 splitter and a 12 rear wing and a 3 and a 3 in the brake ducts. And the front aero variation is a 1.3 to the positive. So here again, what I do is when they do the fuel load test, I just bring it up to like 41. That's what I did, and then you save it, and that way that's what it starts off with. But see how it went up to 55? So again, the front end came up 2 in that. So that's why I wanted to check it to see if it was going to become, really bad understeery, or I just want to check stuff just to make sure you come in for a pit stop. I don't want it to slow down. I'd actually like it to pick up, and it did. Now, when I had a full, before I forget, when I had the 82 liters starting off, I was running, my fast lap was a 44.8. So again, and that's not perfect laps by far. I mean, I'm sure there's both of these times there's more in it. It's just that's what I can do, and I'm even exhausted because I'm off of work, and that's why I'm gonna go to bed so I can get up in the morning. But yeah, I mean that's basically, like I said, I'm not like a live wire, so I'm sure there could be more time in that, but I still think that it's a really good representation of it, and it picked up what? It picked up a good 3/10. Yeah, good 3/10. So I think it was a 44.87, I think. So it's a solid 3/10, and I'm sure there's more in it, but did it multiple laps. So, and even then the other times were right around there too, like another 10th or so off. So again, it's all right there. That's what I like to see. I don't want to see it jumping up and down, peaking and valleying too much, because peak and valleys too much is not good. So this thing is definitely a great race package and it's fun to drive. So I hope you try it. I hope, Stu, I hope you like it. Again, it's a solid package. It's like the Porsche. You got to attack the corners, especially that, if you have to practice those last couple corners to make sure you nail them. because that's what you really want. Because obviously you're going to be down, 3-4 miles an hour down that straightaway. You want to make sure that you get a perfect launch off of there, so it's just going to go. You're going to accelerate great, but you just want to make sure that you can get through that last couple corners perfect, and that way it'd be really hard for them. Of course, brake-wise, I'm braking way down there, so you can late brake like crazy. So again, it's a great race package. Just carves up the S's, carves up these curves, and no problem with the curbs and things like that. So I sure hope you enjoy it and you like it, and I hope any feedback or comments are great. I love talking to all my sim racing friends, and I hope you give me a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.